Question 1. This question is designed to confuse you. Stay sharp. How do you safely test the holding power of the parking brake before a trip? Option A. Coast down a hill and pull the yellow knob. Option B. Gently pull against it in a low gear. Option C. Rev the engine to maximum RPM in neutral. The correct answer is B. Gently pull against it in a low gear. Selecting a starting gear and applying light throttle against the set parking brake verifies it can hold the vehicle's weight. Question 2. Watch out! This is a known trap question. On large passenger buses, at what pressure is it common for the low-pressure warning devices to signal? Option A. 80 to 85 psi. Option B. 60 psi. Option C. 100 psi. The correct answer is A. 80 to 85 psi. Driving a motorcoach involves higher threshold warnings, often triggering the alarm at 80 to 85 psi instead of the standard 60 psi. Question 3. Warning! This question is harder than it sounds. What occurs if you use wet parking brakes in freezing temperatures? Option A. They dry out faster due to the pressure. Option B. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Option C. The brake linings will catch fire. The correct answer is B. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Moisture trapped between the shoes and drums can turn to ice, effectively welding the brakes in the locked position. Question 4. What might it indicate if you have to use increased application pressure to maintain the same speed on a grade? Option A. The governor has cut out. Option B. The compressor is working too hard. Option C. Brakes out of adjustment, air leaks, or brake fade. The correct answer is C. Brakes out of adjustment, air leaks, or brake fade. Pushing the pedal harder without slowing down warns the driver of critical mechanical failures or heat fade. Question 5. What is another name for the brake pedal in a commercial vehicle? Option A. Foot valve or treadle valve. Option B. Modulating control valve. Option C. Tractor protection valve. The correct answer is A. Foot valve or treadle valve. Mechanics and manuals frequently refer to the heavy floor pedal by these technical terms when discussing the air distribution system. Question 6. Don't let this trick question catch you off guard. Pressing and releasing the brake pedal unnecessarily can result in what dangerous situation? Option A. Letting air out faster than the compressor can replace it. Option B. Overheating the slack adjusters. Option C. Forcing the governor to cut out early. The correct answer is A. Letting air out faster than the compressor can replace it. Fanning the brakes out of habit rapidly depletes your air reserves, potentially leaving you without stopping power. Question 7. How can a driver manually operate the air tank drain valves located at the bottom of the tanks? Option A. By turning a quarter turn or by pulling a cable. Option B. By pressing the treadle valve twice. Option C. By twisting the safety relief valve. The correct answer is A. By turning a quarter turn or by pulling a cable. Climbing underneath the rig after a shift, the driver can purge moisture by physically turning the petcock or pulling the drain lanyard. Question 8. Get ready. This one requires your full focus. What happens to the brake shoes when you release the brake pedal in an S-cam brake system? Option A. Air pressure sucks them back. Option B. The power screw reverses. Option C. The S-cam rotates back and a spring pulls the shoes away from the drum. The correct answer is C. The S-cam rotates back and a spring pulls the shoes away from the drum. Removing your foot allows the hardware to reset, relying on heavy springs to pull the linings away from the spinning drum. Question 9. Don't let the wording trick you on this one. When testing the service brakes, you should release the parking brake, move forward slowly at about 5 mph, and then? Option A. Pull the parking brake knob. Option B. Apply the brakes firmly using the brake pedal. Option C. Turn off the engine. The correct answer is B. Apply the brakes firmly using the brake pedal. A low-speed rolling brake test reveals if the vehicle pulls to one side or suffers from delayed stopping action. Question 10. A lot of test takers get this wrong. Listen closely. The overall stopping power of spring brakes heavily depends on what maintenance factor? Option A. The brakes being in adjustment. Option B. The amount of alcohol in the evaporator. Option C. The age of the air compressor. The correct answer is A. The brakes being in adjustment. If slack adjusters are out of legal limits, even fully deployed heavy springs cannot generate enough force to stop the truck. Question 11. Take your time with this one, it's difficult. In older single-air systems, pre-1975, what is the typical requirement for air pressure buildup? Option A. 50 to 90 psi within 3 minutes. Option B. 85 to 100 psi within 45 seconds. Option C. 60 to 120 psi within 1 minute. The correct answer is A. 50 to 90 psi within 3 minutes. Vintage braking systems operate under less stringent standards, allowing up to 3 minutes to reach 90 psi at idle. Question 12. This one tries to trick you. Listen closely. Are wedge-type foundation brakes always self-adjusting? Option A. They may be self-adjusting or may require manual adjustment. Option B. Yes, they are legally required to be. Option C. No, they must always be adjusted manually. The correct answer is A. They may be self-adjusting or may require manual adjustment. Maintenance routines differ because some wedge brake configurations adjust automatically while others need manual wrench turning. Question 13. What is the typical system pressure required before starting an air leakage rate test? Option A. 150 psi. Option B. 125 psi, fully charged. Option C. 60 psi. The correct answer is B. 125 psi, fully charged. To accurately measure system tightness, you must build pressure until the governor cuts out, typically around 125 psi. Question 14. What is the maximum acceptable air leakage rate for a fully charged combination vehicle with the engine off and brakes released? Option A. Less than 2 psi in 1 minute. Option B. Less than 3 psi in 1 minute. Option C. Less than 4 psi in 1 minute. The correct answer is B. Less than 3 psi in 1 minute. Timing a static system test on a tractor-trailer ensures the air loss remains strictly under 3 psi per minute. Question 15. If your air governor fails to cut in and cut out at the proper pressures, what is the immediate risk? Option A. It will cause the brake drums to overheat. Option B. It may not keep enough air pressure for safe driving. Option C. It will permanently lock the spring brakes. The correct answer is B. It may not keep enough air pressure for safe driving. A faulty governor can starve the air tanks, leaving a driver without adequate service brake pressure during a sudden emergency. Question 16. Don't let the wording trick you on this one. Which of the following describes the proper action during the stab braking method once the wheels start rolling again? Option A. Gently pump the brake pedal. Option B. Apply the brakes fully again. Option C. Shift into a higher gear. The correct answer is B. Apply the brakes fully again. After releasing the pedal to regain steering traction, you must immediately reapply maximum pressure to continue stopping the vehicle. Question 17. Careful driver. This is a classic trap. When should you not use the parking brakes? Option A. When parked on a steep incline. Option B. When parking overnight. Option C. When the brakes are very hot or very wet in freezing temperatures. The correct answer is C. When the brakes are very hot or very wet in freezing temperatures. Applying parking brakes after a mountain descent can warp hot drums, or wet brakes can freeze solid in cold weather. Question 18. Watch out! This is a known trap question. What mechanical component is forced outward by air pressure to move the slack adjuster in an S-cam brake? Option A. The return spring. Option B. The brake chamber push rod. Option C. The wedge. The correct answer is B. The brake chamber push rod. Pressing the foot valve sends air into the chamber, which shoves this rod outward to begin the mechanical braking process. Question 19. What is the primary danger of driving a vehicle with too much brake slack? Option A. The air compressor will overwork and overheat. Option B. It can be very hard to stop. Option C. The ABS computer will short circuit. The correct answer is B. It can be very hard to stop. Excessive clearance between the shoes and drums means the pushrods will max out before applying sufficient stopping friction. Question 20. Can the driver manually control automatic front wheel limiting valves from the cab? Option A. Yes, using the slippery switch. Option B. No, these valves cannot be controlled by the driver. Option C. Yes, by adjusting the governor. The correct answer is B. No, these valves cannot be controlled by the driver. Unlike older manual systems, modern automatic limiting valves operate independently of driver input. Question 21. Listen closely. This is a tough one. In a wedge brake system, what does the brake chamber push rod shove the wedge directly between? Option A. The ends of two brake shoes. Option B. The slack adjuster and the S-cam. Option C. The power screw and the caliper. The correct answer is A. The ends of two brake shoes. Instead of an S-cam, this unique design forces a wedge block directly into the space between the top and bottom shoe ends. Question 22. This question has a catch. Think twice. What defines the stab braking method? Option A. Modulating the brake pedal lightly to avoid heat buildup. Option B. Applying steady pressure until the vehicle stops. Option C. Applying brakes fully, releasing when wheels lock, and reapplying once wheels start rolling. The correct answer is C. Applying brakes fully, releasing when wheels lock, and reapplying once wheels start rolling. This emergency technique forces the wheels to lock, quickly releases them, and reapplies pressure the moment they roll again. Question 23. If your vehicle does not have automatic air tank drains, why must you drain them at the end of each working day? Option A. To reset the governor cut-in pressure. Option B. To remove moisture and oil, otherwise, the brakes could fail. Option C. To prevent the spring brakes from seizing. The correct answer is B. To remove moisture and oil, Otherwise, the brakes could fail. Neglecting daily manual drainage allows sludge and water to accumulate, severely compromising the internal valves over time. Question 24. This question is designed to confuse you. Stay sharp. What device clamps the disc or rotor in an air-operated disc brake, acting similar to a large C-clamp? Option A. The power screw and the caliper. Option B. The return spring assembly. Option C. The brake lining pads of a caliper. The correct answer is C. The brake lining pads of a caliper. Unlike traditional drum brakes, disc systems use a caliper mechanism to pinch the spinning rotor between high-friction pads. Question 25. What should you do if the low air pressure warning comes on while driving? Option A. Downshift and continue driving. Option B. Stop and safely park your vehicle as soon as possible. Option C. Turn on your hazard lights and drive to the nearest shop. The correct answer is B. Stop and safely park your vehicle as soon as possible. An illuminated low-air light means a catastrophic loss of braking power is imminent, requiring an immediate and safe stop. That's the end of this practice test. Did you answer at least 80% of the questions correctly to pass? Let's move on to the next one. Question 26. Watch your step. They are trying to fool you here. If your vehicle's air pressure does not build up fast enough during the pre-trip test, what is the safest action? Option A. Drive only at low speeds. Option B. Don't drive until you get the problem fixed. Option C. Manually bypass the governor. The correct answer is B. Don't drive until you get the problem fixed. A slow-building compressor indicates a severe leak or mechanical flaw that requires immediate shop repair before dispatch. Question 27. Pay attention. Many drivers miss this question. If your vehicle is equipped with older automatic front wheel limiting valves, what triggers them to supply full air to the front brakes? Option A. When the brakes are put on very hard, 60 psi or more application pressure. Option B. When the vehicle exceeds 45 miles per hour. Option C. When the driver flips the slippery switch. The correct answer is A. When the brakes are put on very hard, 60 psi or more application pressure. During routine stops, these older valves restrict steer axle braking, but they open fully during a panic stop over 60 psi. Question 28. Be careful here. This is a very challenging question. If you pull a trailer with air brakes, which other section of the manual must you read? Option A. Section 6, Combination Vehicles. Option B. Section 8, Transporting Passengers. Option C. Section 9, Hazardous Materials. The correct answer is A. Section 6, Combination Vehicles. Operating a coupled unit requires mastery of both air brake principles and the specialized rules for combination driving. Question 29. This is a hard question. Listen to all the options. If a wedge brake has two brake chambers, where does it push the wedges? Option A. Between the slack adjuster and push rod. Option B. In at both ends of the brake shoes. Option C. Directly against the power screw. The correct answer is B. In at both ends of the brake shoes. Dual-chamber setups force a wedge between both the top and bottom ends of the shoes for balanced outward pressure. Question 30. Where are the yellow ABS malfunction lamps located on commercial trailers? Option A. Inside the tractor cab dashboard. Option B. Next to the glad hands. Option C. On the left side, either on the front or rear corner. The correct answer is C. On the left side, either on the front or rear corner. Conducting a walk-around inspection requires looking at the driver's side corners of the trailer to check the ABS light. Question 31. Commercial vehicle brake linings, friction material, must not be dangerously thin or soaked with what? Option A. Water or antifreeze. Option B. Oil or grease. Option C. Washer fluid. The correct answer is B. Oil or grease. Inspecting the brake shoes ensures they are free from lubricating fluids that would eliminate stopping friction. Question 32. What part of an air brake system connects to the engine through gears or a V-belt? Option A. The air governor. Option B. The slack adjuster. Option C. The air compressor. The correct answer is C. The air compressor. The engine provides the rotational power necessary to drive the compressor so it can build system pressure. Question 33. Using the brakes on a long and steep downgrade is considered what in relation to the engine? Option A. The primary method of speed control. Option B. Only a supplement to the braking effect of the engine. Option C. Unnecessary if you have ABS. The correct answer is B. Only a supplement to the braking effect of the engine. A driver must rely on the transmission gearing to hold the truck back, using the foot valve merely for minor speed corrections. Question 34. Watch your step. They are trying to fool you here. If you park in freezing temperatures when the brakes are very wet, what catastrophic issue can occur? Option A. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Option B. The moisture will boil and burst the brake hoses. Option C. The ABS ECU will short out. The correct answer is A. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Parking in slush and freezing temperatures can literally weld the wet brake linings to the drums overnight with ice. Question 35. What type of switch is used to turn on the brake lights when you put on the air brakes? Option A. A mechanical toggle switch. Option B. A hydraulic pressure switch. Option C. An electric switch that works by air pressure. The correct answer is C. An electric switch that works by air pressure. Pressing the brake pedal routes air pressure to an electric switch, instantly warning drivers behind you. Question 36. Heads up. This next one is highly challenging. What catastrophic loss occurs if your steering wheels lock up during hard braking? Option A. You lose steering control. Option B. The air lines will rupture. Option C. The trailer will detach. The correct answer is A. You lose steering control. Skidding steer tires cannot dictate direction, leaving the heavy vehicle entirely at the mercy of momentum. Question 37. What is the primary danger of driving a vehicle with too much brake slack? Option A. The air compressor will overwork and overheat. Option B. It can be very hard to stop. Option C. The ABS computer will short circuit. The correct answer is B. It can be very hard to stop. Excessive clearance between the shoes and drums means the pushrods will max out before applying sufficient stopping friction. Question 38. Don't get caught by this trick question. If only the tractor has ABS, what should you do if the trailer begins to swing out during braking? Option A. Apply the trailer hand valve hard. Option B. Let up on the brakes if you can safely do so. Option C. Accelerate rapidly. The correct answer is B. Let up on the brakes if you can safely do so. Releasing the service brakes allows the skidding trailer wheels to regain rolling traction and straighten out the combination. Question 39. Heads up. This next one is highly challenging. In an air-operated disc brake, what specific part pushes the brake lining pads against the disc? Option A. The caliper. Option B. The return spring. Option C. The power screw. The correct answer is C. The power screw. When the slack adjuster turns, it rotates this threaded mechanism to clamp the brake pads tightly onto the metal rotor. Question 40. Attention driver. This question is known to be difficult. In buses equipped with dual parking control valves, what is the purpose of the secondary air tank? Option A. To release the spring brakes so you can move the vehicle in an emergency. Option B. To provide extra air for the service brakes during long descents. Option C. To operate the pneumatic passenger doors. The correct answer is A. To release the spring brakes so you can move the vehicle in an emergency. If a bus breaks down in an intersection, the driver can tap this isolated reserve tank to temporarily unlock the wheels and move to safety. Question 41. In a standard dual air brake setup, what does the secondary system usually operate? Option A. The regular brakes on the front axle. Option B. The emergency spring brakes. Option C. Only the trailer's service brakes. The correct answer is A. The regular brakes on the front axle. The front steering axle relies on the secondary air circuit to supply its foundation brakes. Question 42. When making a normal stop with a manual transmission, when should you finally push the clutch in? Option A. Immediately as you touch the brake pedal. Option B. When the engine RPM is down close to idle. Option C. Before you begin to brake. The correct answer is B. When the engine RPM is down close to idle. Utilizing engine braking helps slow the truck, so the clutch is only disengaged at the last moment to prevent stalling. Question 43. What is the maximum acceptable air leakage rate for a fully charged combination vehicle with the engine off and brakes released? Option A. Less than 2 psi in 1 minute. Option B. Less than 3 psi in 1 minute. Option C. Less than 4 psi in 1 minute. The correct answer is B. Less than 3 psi in 1 minute. Timing a static system test on a tractor-trailer ensures the air loss remains strictly under 3 psi per minute. Question 44. How should you check the air compressor drive belt? Option A. Ensure it is loose enough to spin freely. Option B. Spray it with water to test tension. Option C. Check its condition and tightness. The correct answer is C. Check its condition and tightness. During the engine compartment inspection, you must physically verify that the belt is not damaged and is properly tensioned. Question 45. Be careful. The choices here are very misleading. Under what condition can brakes get out of adjustment very quickly? Option A. When driving bobtail. Option B. Especially when they are hot. Option C. When idling for long periods. The correct answer is B. Especially when they are hot. The thermal expansion from heavy mountain braking alters the clearances between shoes and drums, ruining adjustment settings. Question 46. At what pressure is the safety relief valve usually set to open? Option A. 125 psi. Option B. 150 psi. Option C. 60 psi. The correct answer is B. 150 psi. If a malfunction causes too much pressure in your first tank, the safety valve will open at 150 psi to protect the system. Question 47. Focus here. This is a high-fail question. Why must you let hot brakes cool down completely before applying the parking brakes? Option A. They will drain the air tanks if hot. Option B. If used while very hot, they can be damaged by the heat. Option C. The ABS light will come on. The correct answer is B. If used while very hot, they can be damaged by the heat. Clamping the shoes tightly against severely overheated drums can permanently warp or crack the metal as it cools. Question 48. Be careful. The choices here are very misleading. Why is it crucial to use gloves when checking the slack adjusters during a walk-around inspection? Option A. To protect your hands while pulling hard on each slack adjuster. Option B. To prevent grease from interfering with the ABS sensors. Option C. To ground yourself against static electrical discharge. The correct answer is A. To protect your hands while pulling hard on each slack adjuster. Vigorously yanking on the dirty, heavy metal pushrod assembly during a pre-trip can easily cut or crush bare hands. Question 49. Which of the following is the most common type of foundation brake? Option A. Wedge brake. Option B. S-cam drum brake. Option C. Disc brake. The correct answer is B. S-cam drum brake. When inspecting wheels on most commercial vehicles, you will typically find S-cam drum brakes installed. Question 50. At what air pressure range will tractor and straight truck spring brakes fully come on? Option A. 20 to 45 psi. Option B. 60 to 80 psi. Option C. 100 to 125 psi. The correct answer is A. 20 to 45 psi. If a severe leak drains your system, the mechanical spring brakes will automatically deploy when pressure falls to 20 to 45 psi. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your CDL exam.